Peterborough Cathedral was one of the finest cathedrals in England. It became the cathedral of the new diocese of Peterborough in 1541 and is now known as the Cathedral Church of St Peter, St Paul and St Andrew. The origins of the cathedral can be traced back to King Peter of the Middle Ages, who founded the first monastery on the site in 655 AD. With a history dating back over 1,350 years, it's a great gift of archaeological, architectural and cultural treasures for people to enjoy. What gets me is how incredibly well preserved the building is. It's amazing. Founded in the Anglo-Saxon period, the architecture is mainly Norman, following a rebuilding in the 12th century. With Durham and Eye cathedrals, it's one of the most important 12th century buildings in England to have remained largely intact. Now what always gets me is the approach to the west end, the front of the cathedral. The cathedral is best known for its conspicuous Gothic west front, and with its three giant arches. It is without any architectural precedent, and with no successor. The appearance is quite asymmetrical, since one of the two towers behind the facade was never fully constructed. The cathedral itself is 146 metres in its length, and an impressive 44 metres at its highest point. Let's take a look inside. The interior of the cathedral is certainly as impressive as the front, and offers many relics and impressive displays of historical architecture. Approaching the entrance, you come into view of a rather unusual portrait. The man illustrated is Robert Scarlett. He was a gravedigger at the cathedral in the 1500s. You'll also see a carved 13th century marble bowl from the early years of the cathedral's history. Now that is something you can never get bored of. The impressive choir stalls also come into view as you make your way down. They date back to the late 1800s. One of the great highlights of the cathedral is its majestic, impressive central tower, which stands at 44 metres high. The central painting depicts Christ looking down from heaven. You just feel so small, it's incredible. What surprises visitors more than most is that the cathedral is in fact the last resting place of Queen Catherine of Aragon, the first wife of Henry VIII, who lies peacefully at the eastern end of the cathedral and has been since 1536. I never thought about to stand so close next to an English queen. It's both a scary yet an amazing thought. The architecture is just incredible. Making your way to the very back of the cathedral, you will notice the header stone. It was carved over 1200 years ago and shows Jesus and Mary with the disciples. Making your way back round, you'll also stumble across some other interesting area, the former resting place of Mary, Queen of Scots, who was buried in the cathedral in 1587. Her body was later moved to Westminster Abbey in 1612. Finally, you will most likely bump into St Oswald's Chapel. The arm of the saint was kept here until 1539, and the watchtower which was used to guard the relic still exists today. There's no doubt the rich history which Peterborough Cathedral exerts has made it the national treasure it is, and there's also no doubt that it's a fine addition to the Peterborough city.